Hi, this is going to be Debbie with D.Ann's Designs, and I wanted to kind of show you today what I've decided to do as a mixed media, and it's a challenge for me all the way around because I've never done mixed media before. But this is called a simple challenge, and it's brought us to us by the Mountain Girl Studio, which is Angie, and we were to obtain a digital print from Angie's Etsy store, her Etsy shop, and which is the MT Girl Studio, by the way, if you're not familiar with it. And I purchased paper number 29 to work with. Paper number 29 is going to look like this right here. Turn it this way, turn it this way, but it's going to look like this. We've got several different colors into it. We've got a lot of, they're pinks, they're whites, they're browns, they're purples, and light browns. There's just several different colors, and they all seem to be able to flow quite nicely into this paper, which I enjoyed. And I kind of had some of my more favorite colors in here, and then some I've never worked with before. So, as I said, this is my first mixed media project, and I don't know how everybody else is, but when I work something for the first time, I'm very hesitant with a lot of things, but a lot of it is very hesitant. However, I'll let you know that I purchased this page number 29. I printed um, two copies of it. They're on 110-pound cardstock is what I installed it on. And I used HP Instant Ink. So it's an ink printer that I've used. And this is kind of what mine came out looking like. The journal itself it's just a small journal, but I'll go ahead and get this started so you can see it. This is how mine ended up with. I actually started with some medium weight cardboard, and that's how I made my journal cover, spine, and back cover on here. Um, I found enjoyment in doing this. I have certainly learned a great deal while doing this, which is what I need to do. I need to challenge myself into other fields and to learn other things. This could probably have a lot more added onto it than what I did. But again, I really didn't know what I was doing with any of it. So it has what it has. And these were things that I actually had in my stashes. And, you know, you just kind of work with what you have to work with because it is a simple challenge. I thought better keep it simple. So that's exactly what I've tried to do. And like I said, this is a medium weight cardboard, and then I took the paper number 29, and it's been established on the front, the back, and into the interior also. Um, on the front is really the main place that I focused on, because I'm sure we're supposed to do it in other areas, but I just haven't figured that out yet. But that's okay. I used two different types of material. This was a beige colored material, and this was actually a muslin. And I've used Distress ink, 10 Holtz Distress ink, and I watered it down. I put it in a bowl, sprayed a few spritz of it in there, and then watered it down. And that's what I've used to color the material with. I brought it out here also on the stick that I've wrapped in wire, and chose to use it in several other colors along with that. These are just odds and ends I pulled out from my area. I've done a lot of coloring on those odds and ends. You'll see, a lot of gold, of copper, of a bluish that was involved in here, and just kind of whatever I thought might work in this. I've used a lot of copper actually throughout this whole area. These are stick-on letters that I had, so I made a word called parts and put it on there. And this is a spare parts paper clip, not paper clip, the, yeah, these things. And I put, this is a piece of jewelry I broke off from, I think it was a necklace, and broke it off. And when I broke the links off, I applied the links here, here, and here. I hope you can see that. And I glued those on to the surface here. And then I put these little copper colors in here. And I've actually glued those on. And then this is a little key that I've colored with the, it's kind of a bluish, and then the copper color, 10 holes paper clip, and then a metal cast here, metal cast over here. This is a rusted safety pin. And I went ahead when I did the pages in here on the spine, I attached a rusted wire and in between these two, and so then I could attach this paintbrush that I had in my stash, and then you turn it over here to the back, and you can really see the paper number 29 through here. And this is the honeycomb boarding in here. I've used honeycomb down through here so that I picked things up in the junk stores, and yeah, I have a tub of it, and so I thought I'd just start pulling it out and using it in here. It's number 6, I believe, that I got out of Hobby Lobby, if I'm not mistaken, a long time ago, and used that in there. But anyway, here's the back. Like I said, I used little copper hints into my back also. I don't know if the camera's going to pick that up very well or not. Try a different type of lighting in that. That might pick it up a little bit more. And this is how paper number 29 looked. And this is the back of the clip and how it originally looks. I didn't do anything to that. So you take this off. You collect papers now. It's a small type of journal, but I've left the inside of my pages white, as I would probably use this more of a stamping type of journal, and probably some colors of some sort on my stamps. This is the paper number 29, and to the interior of it. This here is paper number 29, and then I grabbed hold of my cinch and did my folds on here, and this is like part 1 of your pages of your book. So then you can just come in here and do your either your journaling or your art, or whatever you do. I used a kind of a goldish colored threading to secure my pages to the spine. When you go into the spine, then you can also see the wire that I've used in here. Okay, and then this is part number 2. Again, I used paper number 29 and created with the cinch more of my holes here, and I can probably do more with those even, but I think I'm going to prefer to just try and stamp in this book and kind of doodle, just kind of a doodling type of book, I suppose, and maybe some notes in here too. That'll be great with me. But this is your heavier cardstock type of pages in here, so it will absorb more of your stamping ink than I think it's like 110 pound that I've used on here too. The other thing that I could have used, but I didn't want that type of texture in here, but you may choose to use it, and that would be the watercolor paper. But it to me carries a different texture, and I wasn't really prepared to have that in this book, I suppose. So that's where you bring it over here to the end. Paper number 29 is also attached here to the back. And I know I could have put pockets and things of that nature, but I really wasn't. That wasn't the idea for me. It was really trying to work on cover. So yes, this is my first mixed media project. It's but like I said, there's probably a ton more I could have done with this, and maybe later on I will be able to figure that out. But for right now, this is how it came out, and I thought I would share this with you. Thank you, Angie, for the challenge, and you know, you can do whatever you want to do in this challenge. I think the challenge ends the 20th, which will be next week here in November, and but it's still up to you. I mean, you guys can probably fire one of these out right on out, but I I was like, I have no idea what I'm doing. But you don't have to do a mixed media. You can do whatever you want to do with it. She just said it's a simple challenge, so you do what you want to do, and you use some of her pages, which page number 29, it caught my eye pretty good, so that's what I've used in here. So anyway, if you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. I'm open to suggestions on this also, because like I said, I have no idea what I'm doing, but a lot of you out there do some beautiful mixed media type projects, and yeah, it'd be great with me to hear anything. I wouldn't be offended at all. So thank you so much for your time. I appreciate that very much, and thank you again, Angie, for the challenge. It certainly was different for me to do, and I'll see if I can ever try and do any more. But again, thanks so much. Give me a thumbs up and leave me a comment. Thank you. Bye-bye.